Stock Talk. This is your host, Scott. I hope you had a good couple of days in the market. Market's been up, but we're going to take a look at things, and been kind of busy buying and selling, trying to get ready for tomorrow as well. Some big news coming out tomorrow. We'll talk about that. But what we want to do first is kind of look at our portfolio, see where we're at on our portfolio, and talk about these new trades, these recent trades we've done. And then I want to talk about what's going to be going on tomorrow that's going to drive the market one way or the other, and kind of give you an idea what I did today in preparation for that. So let's go ahead and jump over and take a look at our portfolio, talk about what we've done, and we'll get rolling here. All right, so let's go ahead and cut over to there. Here is our portfolio. As you can see, we've got a few more added than we had last time. All right, so you can see here we are back in NUE. NUE, of course, is a steel stock. We traded out of that recently, but we bought back into it today on the dip. So that's the one we added at NUE today. We bought at $40. So we're in at $40 on that one. MPC, we actually sold that one yesterday. So we sold MPC yesterday for about a 7% gain. Not sure, can't remember how long we've had it, but it hadn't been long, probably not even a week. But the MPC we sold at 7% yesterday, so that'll be coming off our list, but we'll keep an eye on it. 35's been a good area to buy that one at. 35, anything below 35, and then when it gets close to that 37 level, 36% above the 35 is a good level to sell at. So we're going to be looking at it. If it drops tomorrow, we'll be buying back into it if it gets down below that 35 level, or at the 35 level. Okay, EXAS, that's another one that we sold. We actually sold it today. So that one's been good to us. We sold it today for a 6% gain total. So it was up a little bit higher earlier in the day, and we sold that at a 6% gain. All right, so that one we haven't had long at all, just a day or two, few days. So a good turnaround on both of those, and we'll take that all day long. Okay. Next, we got DAL. That's one of our airlines, Delta Airlines. We added that one today as well. And some of the things I've added today, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. The reason I added them is because there's going to be some news coming out tomorrow morning that we're going to take a look at in just a minute here. So added to that one. Also LUV, we did not add to that one today. We're still holding that. SO, which is Southern Company, is up today, almost 2%. Still holding that one. CLF, we added to that one again today. We're cost averaging on that one. Cost averaging that one today at 525. WIN, we're not cost averaging that one, but we're still holding it, as well as MGM. And then you got your GBTC. It was up a little bit today. We're still holding that one. And SPY, we added to that one again today, primarily because of the news that's coming out. We're up on that one. Almost was able to sell that one today. Didn't get to it quite in time. But then I ended up adding to it because I really think tomorrow's news may drive this market up. Could be wrong, could be a bad move, but that's kind of what we're anticipating. We're going to talk about that news in just a second. XOM, down a little bit, 2% today. That's our ExxonMobil. Just holding that one still. U.S. Steel's one we've cost averages. Won't be adding to that one anymore. I've been adding to other steel companies like CLF and NUE. So those are the ones we're adding to now instead of U.S. Steel. Kind of spreading that out. As those steel companies drop, I want to be in those. Okay. ACB down a little bit today. Started out pretty good at the beginning of the day, and then it sold off. So that one hasn't been able to hold too much green lately anyway. So we're not too worried about that one. Not in it too heavy, so we're just going to kind of ignore that one for right now. All right, so that's kind of where we're at on our portfolio. Now what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk about tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow there's going to be some data coming out about the jobs data for June. If you'll remember last month, that was a huge surprise. They were expecting a large loss in the jobs last month, and it came out to be, I think it was like 3 million jobs added or something like that. So we're going to take a look at that. But a big surprise last month, and the market was up really good that day. And I really think we might be in for another surprise. I could be wrong, but that's what we're going to look at. So we're going to look at a couple things here. Let's go ahead and cut over to take a look at that. I want to look at a couple articles that's out there. Here's the one of the articles we're looking at. Here it is. The U.S. economy is expected to have added millions more payrolls in June from May as regions across the country ease social distancing restrictions and allowed more business to reopen. Now we know the cases have been going up here lately, and we've seen some things shutting back down, like some of these bars, but a lot of it's probably not going to be so much in this data here, but it could have ended up in the data. But we're gonna take a look at that, and tomorrow we'll see the numbers. Some of that may not be included, but that's what we're going to be looking at tomorrow. Here's what happened in May: 2.5 million in May, when they were expecting a huge loss in jobs. But the expectations for tomorrow are an add of non-farm payrolls of 3 million. So if anything comes in above that, look out for that to be good news for the market, and it to be pretty green tomorrow. Unemployment rate also expected to fall from 13.3% to 2.5%. Of course, if this goes up, of course, you'd think the unemployment rate would be going down a little bit. And hourly earnings month to month, so that's expected to be going down a little bit. And average hourly earnings year to year still going up just 5% or so. So that's all good news. If it comes out to be that tomorrow, then we'll be in good shape. They're talking like these estimates are all over the place, so not sure which way it's going to come in, because it's hard to predict. That's kind of what this article talked about, and that other article. But I just wanted to show you this one too. This is the charts from 2018 to 2020. As you can see, we're adding little bit of jobs every month on the payroll there. But here you can see we did have a little fall here, and then a little fall here, quite a fall here. This is the surprise month here that came in. Now all we got to do is get a little bit above that tomorrow, and things will go pretty good for the market, I would think. And if we do something like twice this much tomorrow, then this market's going to be very green. We need some good news. The market's, it's had a rough time here lately, kind of fighting. It's in a trading range. It's not doing terrible. We put a lot of money to work. Matter of fact, I think I checked my cash level, and it's down to like under 20%. So we're back down to around 17, 18% cash. So that's a little bit deeper in the market than I want to be, but I just kind of think this news is going to come in pretty good tomorrow. So I wanted to go ahead and get some money out there. Some of what I bought was the DIA. That's that ETF that reflects the market. Added pretty heavy into that one, and then I added to the SPY, so which is the S&P side of the market. So we're kind of counting on those two tomorrow. Hopefully those two are up tomorrow. If not, it would not have been a good move for tomorrow anyway. But we're having a good week. We did have those 3 weeks in a row that we were down, but we're having a good week, and so that's good. And kind of why I did what I did today is, I've talked about in the strategy videos, you got to be flexible. The flexibility comes from having a decent week so far. That gave me a little bit more room to wiggle here, and so that's why I put so much money to work today, in hopes of some good numbers tomorrow, because it could all backfire, and if it does, then we may not have a break of the streak. But that's a chance you take. So if you don't take any risk, it's hard to make money. So we're going to take some risk tomorrow. But we'll get back on here tomorrow night sometime. I just want to get this short video out. We'll take a look at the market later on tonight, but take a look at it yourself and just check it out. See how things are going to go tomorrow. You can't really tell until those numbers come out anyway. So we're not going to worry about what's going on in the futures. It's not really going to mean anything till those numbers come out, and then we'll know what's going to happen tomorrow. But wanted to jump on here and let you know what we did, and hope you have a great day of trading tomorrow, and keep your fingers crossed that those are some good numbers. All right, we'll talk to you later tomorrow night. Thanks, and we'll get with you later. Bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking this button right here. Thanks. Bye.